Again, I tell you, it is wrong and it is immoral to elevate other ideas and people over the idea that I present on Facebook, which is the true idea of who I am. For example, if you claim to be a Christian in a suit, and you're a white person, for example, you're showing your privilege. Or you're a token minority, you're showing your privilege. That is token minority privilege gained through loving the world. Don't get it twisted. You are accepting the world. They're not going to persecute you. This guy's somebody important. We're not going to persecute him because society has embraced him enough to let him have a suit, basically. Okay? Well, when you see my picture, where I go out of my way to make sure you know that I'm not gay and they're sabotaging me, and I present myself as the master martial artist and a man of God, the king of God. Okay? I obviously have many, many enemies making that argument. You've never heard of me before. All the super churches, all the people who don't want you to believe I'm correct. And I'm presenting myself as a martial artist, as a black guy, a mixed guy, who has an open mind. I'm black and white, and I am dressed in Asian clothes before Asians were being attacked in the news, in popular culture, with an emphasis on those attacks. Okay? It is not enough to be good, one must appear to be good. You see me in my clothes where I'm wearing a sweater instead of some fancy suit or something. Okay? You factor everything in, you see I went all in with God. The people who pay God lip service, really, when it's convenient, are not as respectable as he who went all in with God. And society knows it to some degree. To make matters worse, why is there Martin Luther King Day? Even though he wears a suit, I'll say that I went farther than him. I'm on the verge of dying for what I believe, and he said that he led his people into a burning house. One of his quotes a lot of people haven't heard. Okay? Where I'm leading people straight to the promised land, which he promised to do. I'm doing what he promised to do. Anyone who would follow me will go to the promised land. I don't have anyone helping me out. I'm standing on my 10 toes. I can't even afford to live alone for a significant part of time, but I can for a couple years or so. Okay? And maybe that's what I'll do the last couple years of my life, which is my life's going to end soon due to poisoning and sabotage and fuming. It is immoral. It is illogical. It is childish. It is pathetic to elevate other ideas over the martial art hero who went in all with God. Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a warrior, the Lord is his name. It doesn't say the Lord is a mason or a craftsman or a nerd or a businessman. It said the Lord is a warrior. So those who take on a warrior discipline and transcend the world are above those who don't by default when it comes to obeying God and character. There's no other way it could be. Women who are actually women of God should look first to the fig tree for the figs, not the thorn bush, not to the thistle. No bad tree can bear bad fruit. They chose conformity. I went all in with God. What I've done is far greater than a Catholic priest. They're allowed. They're not persecuted like I am. Even in those countries where they persecute people, they're not persecuted to the degree that I am. It's just a controlled opposition game, one controlled opposition group on the planet persecuting another. It's not true persecution. Therefore, they're not as persecuted as I am.